Hello and welcome back to episode 42 with IRreCams infrared editing. Today we need to talk about Darktable version 4.0. This version of Darktable was released about 4 weeks ago, and now we will have a deeper look at what has changed for infrared photography. Spoiler alert, there's not so much that has changed, but we have a look right after the intro. So first of all, I'm here in the light table view, and you see that most of the stuff that you can see here is more or less standard and was expected. There hasn't changed so much. Some icons are new, a little bit rounder, a little bit more modern design. This is welcome, and I really like the view of Darktable now. Maybe the biggest change is here in the upper part. You see that you can filter your images in different ways for stars and for colors, and you also have a search box. This only works if you have put the work into your images and you have tagged them and rated them with stars or with colors. By the way, you can do it here at the bottom. For me it's a little bit too much stuff here on the top going on, and because of that I will just open this module here, collection filters. And then you see this pin needle here, and you can click on it, for example, the color labels, and then it disappears here in the top, because I personally don't use it that often. But if you do leave it there, it's great. And also search box for me now doesn't seem to be, needs to be there all the time. Just a little bit tidy up, and now we can jump into the darkroom and have a look what changed there. So here we are in the darkroom mode. You see there's the same stuff, nothing changed that much. And in general, well, it's more or less not that much that is changed for us. I will start with the basic and fast editing. I will choose the cloud for my white balance. Then add more vibrance and chroma a little bit. Also local contrast and of course lens correction, haze removal, denoise, and make it a little bit brighter. The main focus or the main changes in Darktable 4.0 are under the hood, and they are more or less about the scene without color workflow. As I don't show it here with infrared image editing, I'm not going into deep about this kind of stuff. But and more or less the color science and the robustness of the whole system is improved. This is a great thing, of course, but it doesn't affect our infrared images that much. Enough about that. Let's talk about our channel swap. For channel swapping, we need a channel mixer. And the channel mixer is hidden in the color calibration module. This module has a preset. For example, swap R and B. Is for changing our red and blue channel. This works the same way as it has always been in Darktable. And when we apply it at the standard position in the pixel pipeline, you see that we have kind of a greenish sky. Oh, whoops, Darktable just crashed, I'm sorry. We were talking about this orange-like foliage and the greenish sky. This is also always the case when we activate color calibration at the default position. The default position is between input color profile here and output color profile at the top. And in order to get a more expected behavior, we can grab our color calibration holding down Control and Shift key. Now we can drag this up above output color profile and then let go the left mouse. And now you see that we have a yellowish foliage and blue sky just as we expected it. And more or less this is the same as has always been in Darktable, so no changes, nothing new. Sadly, I have hoped for maybe there was a change because of the color science that was changed underneath. But it is like it is, and it's not too bad. We can work around. Just have to remember that we need to put it here above the output color profile module. Just quickly finish the image here. Just rotate it a little bit because the horizon was off, and then I chose a 5:4 crop ratio here to get rid of the empty sky on the left side of the image. So here we are. It's a little bit more condensed and a better crop of the image, I think, in total. And last but not least, the Rgb curve, of course. This is my personal style and liking. This is up to you, 100%. And yeah, I like to just add a little bit more color into this whole image. So that's it, I think. Of course, we can sharpen it a little bit. Okay, so that's just a little fast image edit. Go ahead and download Darktable 4.0 for free, of course. A big thanks to all developers and all people that are involved to bring such a nice software to us for free. Please do not upgrade your Darktable version without first making sure that you have a backup of your database, of course, because the update will perform a database update and you cannot downgrade from 4.0 to 3.8. So yeah, just make sure to have a backup anyways. That's it for today. Have a lot of fun with your image editing, good light, and I hope you see you next time. Bye!